Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. AT Gator. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Let's go.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
X3, 218, chop. Let's go.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Switch.
Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Two-jet bomber. Hey, box truck.
To throw on third down. Back. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now Chubb running right and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Go, get it.
Looking to throw. Back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown. second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
General West.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A run for Nick Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Hey, 7.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins able to get him for a loss of about 3. On 3rd down, Arrington. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Chubb. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Check me out. Slam, slam. 66, bullet, half.
On third down, Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
It's 4th down.
Switch. Okay. Set up.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Yo, hey.
Pilot, 64, weak 5.
On first down, Beck. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time. They'll give it to Chubb. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
60 Pittsburgh.
Second and goal from the 1.
Go.
Brings up second and
Get it.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, they have that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
On the double.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure.
They've got his man complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He will have a first down here at about the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll run on first down. Jefferson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now again, right side. Jefferson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
He's coming, double up. That's it.
4th down, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Slam. Quick the edge.
Hey, zoom.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. This will be taken short.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still worked. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
I'm coming. Let's go. Drive on. Whip. 2-6.
Now it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of some.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. Room here to run. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
They can't stop you, son.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. It's a foot race. 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And it's for pride now, but the Dolphins get a bit closer.
They're running it.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Jackson is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
54.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's left.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Hey, C6.
Off play action. Beck. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Beck. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. This third down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd down. Beck. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Arvin. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike.
On third down, Jackson for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
It's 4th down.
Jet, bomber. 22. Jet, bomber. Go.
Right there. 54, right there.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
90 Wolf.
55.
Drop deep. 22 jet bomber.
Kill. Hey, check 20.
Right up.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
General Woods.
Check 4. Check 50. Check 50.
Check. Get ready.
They run it again with Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
We play to win. Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The Dolphins on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
It's 4th down.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They'll try and throw for him with Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Back. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down.
Mike 51. Strip that ball. Go, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up.
Off play action. Back. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, they talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Alert 3, zoom, zoom.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike, let it go.
Now Jackson throwing on 4th down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Eric Armstead just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Go, now.
55. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike, 55. Check.
Off the play fake. Back. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Off play action. Back. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And his kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds like counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we sign off from Miami.